Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Stratomatic baseball card and dice. Makes everything nice. Bring your favorite tabletop game to your table soon. We are continuing with our 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, Round 2, White Sox versus Royals. Royals took Game 1. And if they take Game 2 here in Chicago, they shall sweep the Cinderella White Sox out of the Bicentennial Tournament. This is the American League West Region, Round 2. First pitch is next. So once again, the White Sox took Game 1 3-2 in a crazy pitcher's duel. Gossage took the loss for the White Sox. That's Goose Gossage. Leonard the win for the Royals. Littell the save. Now we move on to Game 2. Let's get to the starting lineups. Royals win. They move to the finals of the American League West region in the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Royals are the visiting team here in Game 2. Let's get to their starters. On the mound, Al Fitzmaurice. 33 starts in 1976, 15 wins, 11 losses, 3.06 ERA. He allowed 6 homers, struck out 80, walked 56, pitched 220 innings. Leading off in left field, Tom Poquette. Batting second in center field, Amos Otis. Batting third, playing third, George Brett. The DH and cleanup hitter, Hal McRae. Batting fifth, first baseman, John Mayberry. In right field, batting sixth, Al Cowens. Doing the catching, batting seventh, Buck Martinez. The little general, Freddie Patek, bats eighth, plays short. Batting ninth, second baseman, Frank White. Now, for the hometown Chicago White Sox, trying to even the series up and take it back to Kansas City. Starting pitcher, Bart Johnson. 9 wins, 16 losses, 4.73 ERA, 32 starts. Allowed 19 homers, struck out 91, walked 62 through 211 innings. Leading off, right fielder Ralph Garr. Batting second, shortstop Bucky Dent. The DH, George Orta, will bat third. Cleanup hitter, left fielder Lamar Johnson. Batting fifth, first baseman Jim Spencer. Playing third, batting sixth, Kevin Bell. He hopes to ring the Royals bell. Batting seventh, second baseman Jack Brohammer. Brian Downing does the catching. He'll bat eighth. Batting ninth, center fielder Chet Lemon. Joining us here in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat at the ballpark, Jason Marks. Hope all is well, my friend. Point of weakness check for Fitzmaurice of the Royals starts in the 6th inning. For Johnson of the White Sox starts in the 7th inning. Johnson takes the mound in this very crucial game for the Chicago White Sox, trying to even things up. They're down 1-0, best of 3, round 2. American League West Region, 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Philip Reynolds has joined us in the press booth, aka the chat. Hope all is well with you. All right, without any further ado, let's get to the first pitch. Johnson is a right-handed hurler. He will face Poquette, Otis, and Brett to start off the top of the first. Johnson to the lefty Tom Poquette. Off the Johnson card, left-handed batter. We're looking at a 5-6. 5-6 is a single to right field. So right away, Tom Poquette pokes the ball to right. Johnson is a +2 hold. Downing is a +1 arm. The way I play, I'm playing advanced my way. I don't do the extra hold, so it's a +3 on the steal attempt. Poquette is a C stealer. 1 through 11, +3 is 1 through 14. Poquette's going, and he is just in there. Holy cow. A snap throw by Downing on the outside fastball. Applying the tag was Brohammer, but just a little too late. So Poquette steals second base. He's in scoring position for Amos Otis. Otis digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Johnson is ready. The pitch to Amos Otis, runner at second, no outs. We're looking at a 6-3 to Amos Otis, right-handed batter. So 6-3 is a fly ball to left field, range error check on Johnson, and he is god-awful. He's a 4E25. 7 to left field, and that's going to drop in. Johnson lumbers over to get the ball. By the time it comes back into the infield, Poquette scores 1-0 Royals. So a stolen base. Then the single by Amos Otis, who picks up the ribby. 1-0 Kansas City. That's where Johnson's horrible range comes into play. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike, has joined us. Check out and subscribe to that channel. Here is George Brett to the plate, no outs. Otis at first. He's an A stealer. It's going to be 1 through 18. He's going, and he is safe. They're going to steal all day, all night, all week. So that's a stolen base for Amos Otis. Second stolen base of the inning for the Go-Go Royals. Now the pitch to the left-hand batting Brett from the right-hand hurling Bart Johnson. We're looking at a 6-8 off the Johnson card. 6-8 ground ball to second. Range error check on Jack Brohammer. He's a 3E15. That's a 9. I believe that's going to go to the error check. It does, and he's an E15 on the error check. 11. I think he makes the play on that. Yes, he does. Ground ball A. Runner advances to third. Really on a ground ball A, the runner holds, but he's at second base, ball hit to the right side. He advances to third. Brett is out 4-3. 1 out. Amos Otis at third. Infield plays normal. Hal McRae, the DH, steps to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Johnson takes a deep breath. The pitch to Hal McRae, 1-0 Royals. We're looking at a 1-7 right-handed pitcher. 1-7, possible single 1 through 17. It is a line out. What a great reaction play by the third baseman, Kevin Bell. Just robbed McRae of a hit. Also an RBI and a 2-0 lead for the Royals. What a play by Kevin Bell. Right now, it's still a 1-0 game. 2 outs. Johnson winks at his third baseman. He's quite happy. Bell with a wry smile back to him. White Sox not out of the Kettle yet. H Field 07 has joined us. Hope all is well. Frank Wayne Scott, good to see you. Frank Wayne Scott says, Al, that super featherweight title bout between Arguello and Chacon was a classic. Arguello won by split decision. Chacon had him hurt in the 12th, but Arguello dug down deep to battle back. A rematch for sure, as he's playing the original title bout, I do believe. H Field 07 said, you and Appa Brian inspired me to buy all those old mini helmets. Love seeing them while I played. Fun touch. Well, thank you. I like them too. And I finally got my 1963 Sandy Koufax World Series card, where Koufax strikes out 15 Yankees in game 1. The Dodgers won 5-2. I was listening to some of that game on the radio at work. Going to finish some of it off later tonight. They had the radio call on YouTube. All right, 2 outs. Mayberry to the plate. Johnson and the White Sox trying to get out of this cheap. Mayberry digs into the left-hander's batter's box. Power hitting first baseman for the Royals. Johnson has the sign from Downing. The pitch to Big John Mayberry. Off the Mayberry card, we're looking at a 2-6 right-handed pitcher. 2-6, that's ball 4. Runners on the corners after the free pass to Mayberry. Stepping to the plate, the dangerous right fielder, right-hand batting Al Cowens. Downing goes out to have a word with Johnson, now back behind the plate, sets the target. The pitch, righty-righty matchup to Al Cowens, 5-12. Right-handed batter off the Johnson card, 5-12. Ground ball to first. That's the best fielder in the infield. Spencer's a 1-E2. That's a 14. We're going to go to the error check. He's an E2. 7. Spencer snares the ball, takes it to the bag himself. The side is retired. The White Sox wiggle out of a mess. They only give up 1. They're glad about that. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Royals. Royals lead the series thanks to a 3-2 win in game 1, 1-0. Again, these are best of 3 series. So the Royals plate 1, 1-0, bottom of the first, due up for the White Sox to face Fitzmaurice, Gar, Dent, Orta. Al Fitzsimmons to the mound for the Kansas City Royals. If Fitzsimmons and the Royals win, they advance to the American League West Region Final against the winner of the Angels and A's. A's had a bye, just like the Royals. They were the 1 and 2 seed in the West region. Fitzsimmons done with his warm-up tosses. Stepping to the plate, the left-hand batting right fielder Ralph Gar. I said Fitzsimmons. It's Fitzmaurice. The pitch to Gar from Fitzmaurice, 4-10. Left-handed batter, 4-10. That's going to be a fly ball to left. Going back a bit now, coming in is Tom Poquette. He makes the grab. Gar returns to the bench, 1 out. That will bring to the plate right-hand batting shortstop Bucky Dent. Fitzmaurice looks in. Has the sign from Buck Martinez. The pitch to Dent. We're looking at 3s across the board. 3-6. Right-handed pitcher. 3-6. Line shot. Great stabbing reaction by George Brett. 2 away. So Brett McRae was robbed by Kevin Bell. Brett returns the favor. He robs Bucky Dent. 2 outs, base is empty for the White Sox. They trail 1-0, bottom of the first here in Chicago. The White Sox must win to force a deciding game 3 back in Kansas City. The DH, left-hand batting George Orta, digs in, ready to do battle with Al Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice nods his head. He kicks and deals to Orta. 4-7 off the Fitzmaurice card. Left-handed batter. 4-9, excuse me. 4-9, single to left. Excellent piece of hitting by George Orta. Takes the outside pitch to left on the 4-9. Inning stays alive. So Orta is an A stealer. Fitzmaurice is a 0. Hold. Martinez is a 0 arm. That's 1 through 15. Orta's going. He is out. Unbelievable. He is out. The side is retired. Excellent throw by Martinez on the money. Making the tag was Freddie Patek. So that goes 2-6. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 Royals. Lamar Johnson will lead things off in the bottom of the second. He was at the plate when Orta was gunned down trying to steal second. So Bart Johnson to the mound, trying to protect a 1-run lead. Jason Marks says, gunned him. Yes, he did. For the Royals, in the top of the second, Martinez, who just threw Orta out. The little general, Freddie Patek. Second baseman, Frank White. Johnson to Buck Martinez, righty-righty matchup. Get your kicks on Route 66. We're looking at a 6-12 right-handed batter, 6-12 ground ball to second. And Jack Brohammer, 3E15. That's an 18. Brohammer makes the play for out number 1. Martinez turns, heads to the dugout. 1 out, base is empty, 1-0 Royals. The little general, Freddie Patek, the diminutive shortstop, steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Johnson kicks and deals to Patek. It will be off the Johnson card, right-handed batter, 6-7. So we have a 6 and a 7. Freddie Patek makes contact. That's going to be a single to center. Double 1 through 4, we rolled a 19. So Freddie Patek, he's definitely stealing. He's a double A. The only thing that can get him is it's a +3. That'd be 1 through 20. I always make it 1 through 19. So a 20. He is safe. The throw nearly gets away, but it's smothered by the second baseman, Brohammer. So Patek at second. Stealing third, 1 through 14. He's going to go. He is safe. Freddie Patek going insane. Steals second, now steals third. He's turned a single into a triple. Once again, Bart Johnson is in another fine mess. Frank White will try to make it messier. Infield normal. The pitch to Frank White. Runner at third, 1 out. 3-6 to White. Right-handed pitcher. 3-6. Ground ball B. Right back to the pitcher. Holding at third is Patek. Johnson calmly looks him back. Throws to first. White is retired, 1-3. 2 outs, top of the order. Tom Poquette singled, stole second, and scored on the Amos Otis single, who's on deck. Poquette the lefty, Johnson the righty, 1-0 Royals. The pitch to Poquette, 1-7 off the Poquette card. Right-handed pitcher, 1-7. Fly ball to center. That's staying in the ballpark. Chet Lemon is there. He makes the catch. Once again, Bart Johnson wiggles out of it, and this time gives up no runs. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Royals. Due up for the White Sox, Lamar Johnson, who was at the plate when order was thrown out stealing, followed by Spencer and Bell. So Bart Johnson has been shaky, but not stirred. Al Fitzmaurice to the mound, takes his warm-up tosses between innings. The familiar face of Lamar Johnson in the right-hander's batter's box. Fitzmaurice to Johnson to start off the bottom of the second. 1-0 Royals. We're looking at a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Right-handed batter. 6-6 fly ball left field. Poquette with the can of corn. Johnson is retired. 1 out. Captain Carl 8. How you doing? Hope all is well. He says, good evening, Al and the chat. Jimmy Spencer, left-handed power bat, first baseman for the White Sox. Buck Martinez wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Jim Spencer. 1-6. 1-6. Possible tying home run. Better than a 50% chance. 1 through 11. It is gone. Jimmy Spencer jacks it out. We're tied at 1. Comiskey Park goes insane. Bippity boppity boom goes the ball. Jimmy Spencer touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. We are knotted at 1. Greeting Spencer at the plate. Bell and Brohammer from the on-deck circle. Spencer comes out, tips his helmet to the Comiskey faithful. It's 1-1, 1 out. Base is empty for Kevin Bell. Bell robbed McRae of a hit, which would have knocked in a second run for the Royals in the top of the first. The pitch from Fitzmaurice to Kevin Bell. Off the Bell card. Will it be a Bell curve? 3-11, right-handed pitcher. 3-11, another possible home run. 1 through 14, it is gone. Back-to-back jacks. How do you like that? First, Spencer, now Bell. The corner infielders are doing it with their glove and bat. Bippity-boppity boom goes the ball. Kevin Bell touches them all. Comiskey Park is going insane. Their beloved White Sox have taken a 2-1 lead. Fitzmaurice is on the ropes. 2-1 White Sox. Kevin Bell comes out for the curtain call. Can they go 3 dingers in a row? Here comes left-hand batting second baseman Jack Brohammer. Don't sleep on Brohammer's power. Fitzmaurice looks a bit concerned on the mound. Buck Martinez goes out to have a word with the Kansas City righty. Back behind the plate goes Buck. Here's the pitch to Jack Brohammer. Off the Brohammer card, we're looking at a 2-7. 2-7 single to left. The good news for Fitzmaurice and the Royals, it stayed in the ballpark. Bad news, Brohammer's at first with a single. He's not a threat to steal. They will not hold him on. Still no outs for the White Sox catcher, Brian Downing. Royals hope to turn 2 in the infield. Downing awaits the Fitzmaurice pitch. Homeward bound it comes. We're looking at a 5-8 right-handed batter off the Fitzmaurice card. 5-8. Possible double 1 through 8. It is a single. Going first to third is Brohammer. Fitzmaurice in all kinds of trouble. 4 straight hits for the White Sox here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 Chicago. Infield will play for 2. There's 1 out. Number 9 batter, Chet Lemon. Fitzmaurice asks for a new baseball. Didn't like the one that the ump threw him. Tossing it out to him, Buck Martinez. Fitzmaurice rubs it up. Back up on his perch. He looks determined. The pitch to Chet Lemon, 2-3. We shall find out what it will be. 2-3, hit by a pitch. The bases are juiced. Chet Lemon barking at Fitzmaurice. The Chicago fans, the Chicago players, and the Chicago manager don't like what Fitzmaurice just pulled. They're calling bullshit. To second goes Downing. Downing screaming at Fitzmaurice. Now has some words with the diminutive little general, Freddie Pontek. Infield will play for 2. Royals have their bullpen up. Top of the order, Ralph Garr, 0 for 1. No place to put Garr. Fitzmaurice takes a deep breath. Brohammer at third, Downing second, Lemon first for the Chi Sox. The pitch to Ralph Garr. 1 out, bases juiced. Garr with a 4-4. Left-handed batter. 4-4, fly ball center field X. Amos Otis is a 1E3 with a -4 arm. That is a 13. It's a shallow fly ball. Coming in is Otis. He makes the catch, fires towards the plate. It's cut off as Brohammer bluffed but did not go. Fly ball C. Garr is now 0 for 2. This could be a huge squander for the White Sox. It's going to take something from Bucky Dent, who lined out to George Brett. Brett made a great reaction play at the hot corner. Dent looks for revenge and to advance the White Sox lead. 2-1 Chicago, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Game 2, best of 3, 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, round 2, American League West region. Dent awaits the Fitzmaurice offering. The pitch to Bucky Dent. 5-11 off the Fitzmaurice card, right-handed batter. 5-11, single to center. Bucky Dent sends it back up the middle. Let's double check that. 5-11. Yep, single to center. Brohammer scores. They're going to waive Downing with 2 outs. He's a +2, 1 through 13. Amos Otis is a -4. Actually, they will put the brakes on Downing. So Downing takes a wide turn, scampers back to third. Lemon to second. Dent at first with a ribby. 3-1 White Sox. The dangerous George Orta steps to the plate. He singled, was thrown out at second to end the bottom of the first, trying to steal second. Fitzmaurice, bases juice. The pitch to George Orta. Off the Fitzmaurice card. Left-handed batter. We're looking at a 4-6. 4-6, fly ball to right. That's going to end the inning. Waiting for it, squeezing it. Al Collins. The White Sox strike for 3. We go to the top of the third. The Chicago White Sox 3, the Kansas City Royals 1. If the White Sox win Game 3 in Kansas City to decide who goes to the finals of the American League West region 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. So it was a 4-6 fly out to right in Collins. Top of the third, it will be Otis, Brett McRae. If anyone gets on, John Mayberry. That is the heart of this Kansas City order. Bart Johnson has been in 2 fine messes. Wiggled out of them both. Did give up a run in the first. Those 2 innings could have been quite horrific for the Cinderella White Sox. Amos Otis, 1-for-1 with a ribby. Starts off things here in the top of the third. Johnson's ready. He kicks and deals to Amos Otis. 1-6 off the Otis card. Right-handed pitcher. 1-6. Fly ball to right. Going back at the track, making the catch. Ralph Garr. Otis now 1-for-2. As Johnson settled in, he has confidence. His eyes seem to have that confidence. Acting manager Bob Zolke clapping his hands in the White Sox dugout. Here's the pitch to George Brett, 0-for-1. The left-handed Brett is dealt a 3-11. 3-11. Chopper to first. Spencer underhands to Bart Johnson, covering the bag, 2 away. Second ground out for Brett. 2 outs, base is empty. For the cleanup hitter, DH Hal McRae was robbed of a hit by Kevin Bell, the third baseman for the White Sox. 3-1 Chicago. Top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch to Hal McRae from Bart Johnson. 1-7. 1-7. Possible single. 1-17. Single. This time, Kevin Bell could not make the ding-dong play. Inning stays alive with a 2-out single by Hal McRae. He's an A stealer. 1-18. He's going. He is safe. They're going to run all day, all night on the battery of Johnson and Downing. So McRae is in scoring position. 2 outs for John Mayberry. Mayberry reached on a free pass in his first at-bat. Johnson nods his head. The pitch to John Mayberry off the Johnson card. We're looking at a 6'4", left-handed batter. 6'4", fly ball to center field. Chet Lemon is a 3-4. Can Chet Lemon get there? 17. Chet Lemon on the move. Stretching out. Makes the catch. The side is retired. Wonderful running catch by Chet the Jet Lemon. McRae stranded at second. The 2-out single and stolen base do no harm. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Chicago White Sox. 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. American League West region, round 2. The Cinderella White Sox swept the Twins out of the tournament, 2-0. Lost a tough game 1, 3-2. The Royals had a bye along with the A's in round 1 of the American League West region. Fitzmaurice gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the second. He will face Lamar Johnson, Jim Spencer, who homered, Kevin Bell, who homered. Righty-righty matchup. Al Fitzmaurice is ready. He kicks and deals to Lamar Johnson. 4-10 off the Fitzmaurice card. Right-handed batter. 4-10. Ground ball to short. The little General Patek throws to Mayberry. Johnson's retired 6-3. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 3-1 White Sox. White Sox win. Forces a Game 3 back in Kansas City. It will be a deciding Game 3. Here's Jim Spencer, 1-for-1 with a homer. Fitzmaurice looking to take it inside to Spencer. The pitch. 6-4 to Jim Spencer, left-handed batter. 6-4, ground ball to short. Freddie Patek is a 2E32. That's a 15. I believe Patek makes the play here. Yes, he does. Backhands. Strong throw to first. Spencer's retired 6-3. A little pepper being played with Patek off the bats of the Chi Sox. 2 ground balls to Patek, 2 outs. Base is empty for Kevin Bell. Bell homered as they went back-to-back jacks in the first. The White Sox did. The windup and the pitch from Fitzmaurice to Kevin Bell. Off the Fitzmaurice card, righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 5-3. 5-3 ground ball to first. Mayberry's a 2E7. That's a 3. That might sneak through. That might sneak through. I had the right side there. 3. No, it does not. Mayberry charges it bare hands, pivots, leads the flip to Fitzmaurice, who just beats Kevin Bell to the bag. The side is retired. Sweet play all the way around by Mayberry and Fitzmaurice to retire Kevin Bell. 3 ground balls, 3 outs. We go to the top of the 4th. The White Sox 3, the Royals 1. Due up in the top of the 4th, trailing by 2 for the Royals, Cowens, Martinez, Patek to face Bart Johnson. Johnson with his warm-up tosses between innings. White Sox throw it around the infield. Stepping to the right-hander's batter's box, Al Cowens. Cowens is 0 for 1. Johnson has the sign from Downing. The pitch to Al Cowens, the right fielder for the Royals. We're looking at a 1-8 off the Cowens card. 1-8, hard hit ball to short. Dent gobbles it up, fires to first. Cowens retired 6-3. He's 0 for 2. 1 out, base is empty for the Royals' right-hand batting catcher, Buck Martinez. Martinez 0 for 1, ground ball to second, first at bat. Here's the pitch to Bucky Martinez. 5s across the board. We're looking at a 5-10 to Martinez. Right-handed batter, 5-10. That's a shallow fly ball to left. Lamar Johnson lumbers in. He squeezes it. 2 down. So with 2 outs, base is empty. Royals trail 3-1, top of the 4th. The little general, Freddie Patek, steps to the plate. He singled, stole second, stole third, but would go no further. When the White Sox and Bart Johnson pulled a Gandalf the Gray and said, "None shall pass." The pitch to the little general, Freddie Patek, 1-10. 1-10. 2 bouncer to third. Bell to Spencer. Side is retired. Patek 1 for 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 White Sox. Johnson has settled in nicely after 2 very shaky innings, the first 2 innings. But again, he wiggled out of those messes, only giving up 1 run in the first. Will the Royals rue the day they blew those scoring opportunities? Bottom of the 4th, White Sox, bottom third of their order, Brohammer, Downing, Lemon. Brohammer 1 for 1, Downing 1 for 1, Lemon hit by a pitch. The pitch to the left-hand batting Jack Brohammer from Fitzmaurice. We're looking at a 3-9 right-handed pitcher. 3-9, chopper to second, White to Mayberry. Brohammer's retired 4-3, 1 out. That will bring up the catcher, Brian Downing, who singled his first at-bat. Fitzmaurice kicks and deals to Brian Downing, righty-righty matchup. Off the Fitzmaurice card, 4-7. 4-7. Possible single 1 through 8. It is a single just past the outstretched dive of the second baseman, Frank White. Downing is 2 for 2. Downing is a B stealer. 1 through 13. Downing's going to go. White Sox applying the pressure. He is safe. Possible throwing error. Buck Martinez, throwing error 1 through 4. No throwing error. So Downing steals second in scoring position with 1 out for Chet Lemon, who was hit by a pitch. Boy, Lemon would like some revenge here. Chet Lemon looking to make lemonade. Fitzmaurice peeks over his shoulder, now looks in, has the sign from Buck Martinez. Pitch homeward bound to Chet Lemon. 1 out runner at second. 3-1 Royals, bottom of the fourth. We're looking at a 3-4 to Chet Lemon, right-handed pitcher. 3-4, ground ball back to the pitcher. Holding at second is Downing. Fitzmaurice goes to first, 2 away. Lemon is now officially 0 for 1 and hit by a pitch. Top of the order, Ralph Garr has flown out twice. He's 0 for 2. Brohammer will be off on contact with 2 outs. That's a +2. In my opinion, Downing will be off on contact at second base with 2 outs, +2. So it'll be 1 through 13. Now to continue my thought. No one has ever really held on at second. That is a myth. The pitch to Ralph Garr, trying to knock in the fourth White Sox run. 1-4. Does it close the door on Ralph Garr, or does it open it? 1-4, right-handed pitcher. 1-4, hard hit ball to third. Brett has it, throws to Mayberry. Side is retired. Runners squandered in scoring position, Brian Downing. Ralph Garr 0 for 3. Top of 5, 3-1 White Sox. In the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament Round 2, Game 2, Best of 3, American League West region, Royals took Game 1 3-2. The Cinderella White Sox trying to force a Game 3 back in Kansas City. If they get to Game 3, it will be the knuckleballer, Wilbur Wood. And that advantage would go to the White Sox because the Royals would have to throw their number 3 starter against the number 1 starter of the White Sox in this tournament. Trailing by 2 in the top of the 5th, the Kansas City Royals will send to the plate Frank White, Tom Poquette, Amos Otis. Frank White 0 for 1. Johnson to White. White from the right-hander's batter's box. 5-7 off the Johnson card. 5-7, swing and a miss. Johnson records his first K. 1 down for the Royals in the top of the 5th. That will bring to the plate left-hand batting left fielder Tom Poquette. He singled, stole second, and scored in the first inning. Then, in the second, he flew out to center. The pitch to Poquette from Bart Johnson. Off the Johnson card, we're looking at 4-4. 4-4, popped up, foul territory. The catcher, Brian Downing, calls for it, throws his mask to the right, waits for it, makes the catch. Poquette is 1 for 2. So the bases are empty. 2 outs for Amos Otis. Otis singled in a run in the first, flew out to right in the second. Johnson looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He kicks and deals to Amos Otis. Righty-righty matchup. 2-10 to Amos Otis. Right-handed pitcher, 2-10. Most likely a double. It is a double to center. 1 through 17, a 2-bagger. Otis in scoring position with 2 outs. He's an A stealer. To steal third, that's 1 through 10 plus 3. 13. He's not going anywhere. George Brett 0 for 2. Royals fans and the manager feel that Brett is due. Joining us here in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, we have Cutter Historical. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. Also, Captain Carl 8, Midlife Crisis. Jason Marks, Sports Time Machine. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. H Field 07, Frank Wainscott, Philip Reynolds. So I thank you one and all for joining us in the press booth. So with 2 outs, Amos Otis at second, a very speedy and smart base runner that George Brett will try to knock in. If Brett goes yard, we're tied at 3. Johnson to the left-handed George Brett, who's 0 for 2. 6-6, you get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6, single 1-2. It is a line out. No, knocked down by the diving third baseman, Kevin Bell. Scrambles to his feet, throws low to first, scooped out of the dirt by Spencer. The umpire yells out. Brett can't believe it. The Royals dugout can't believe it. But White Sox fans are ecstatic with joy. The side is retired. A line shot curling away, looking like it's going to go down the left field line. Kevin Bell put the dive on it, did not catch it. He smothered it, rolled a little bit to his left, quickly got to it, threw from foul territory. The ball was magnificently scooped out of the dirt by a stretching Jim Spencer, and they just nipped Brett. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1 White Sox. What a magnificent play by both Kevin Bell and Jim Spencer. The corner fielders have played marvelously defensively, and they also have home runs at the plate. Fitzmaurice to the mound, trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. His point of weakness check starts in the 6th. Johnson's point of weakness check starts in the 7th. Fitzmaurice will face Dent Orta Johnson here in the bottom of the 5th for the White Sox. The pitch to Bucky Dent, who is 1 for 2 with a ribby. His one hit, a single in his last at-bat. We're looking at a 4-7 to Dent, right-handed batter. 4-7, possible single 1 through 8. It is a single for Bucky Dent. He's 2 for 3 now. Dent is a D stealer. They will not hold him on. George Orta, 1 for 2. He doubled, was thrown out trying to steal second. I'm sorry, he singled, was thrown out trying to steal second, then flew out to right. Royals look to turn 2 in the infield. Fitzmaurice to George Orta. Off the Fitzmaurice card, left-handed batter. We're looking at a 4-6. 4-6, fly ball to right, fly ball B. Not deep enough to advance Dent. Collins makes the catch, fires it in. 1 down. Left fielder Lamar Johnson strides to the right-hander's batter's box. Dent at first, 1 out. Royals hope to turn 2 off the bat of Johnson. Lamar has different ideas. Martinez sets the target. Pitch homered bound to Lamar Johnson. Off the Fitzmaurice card, 5-6. Right-handed batter, 5-6. There's the double play ball. It's going to go Patek, White, Mayberry. The side is retired. 6-4-3. The Little General to Frank White to Big John. We're through with 5 innings here at Comiskey. The Chicago White Sox 3, the Kansas City Royals 1. If the White Sox win, it forces the deciding Game 3 back in Kansas City. If the Royals come back to win, they sweep the Cinderella White Sox out of the Bicentennial Tournament. Doug Hunt, how are you doing? We're going to get to the chat in a second, while Bart Johnson has his warm-up tosses. Doug Hunt says, hello, Al and chat. Hope all is well. I'm doing good. Thank you. Midlife crisis. I just remembered 75-76, that Major League Baseball wore the pillbox caps, and then the Pirates kept them. Oh, cool. Yes, I did like those pirate caps. That is cool. Nice piece of info there, Midlife Crisis. All right, Bart Johnson is done with his warm-up tosses. I'm going to take a sip of Gatorade as we prepare for the top of the sixth. In the top of the sixth for the Royals, it will be Hal McRae, John Mayberry, Al Collins. Hal McRae is 1 for 2. He is lined to third, singled and stole a base. Bart Johnson to Hal McRae. Righty-righty matchup off the McRae card. We're looking at a 2-4 right-handed pitcher. 2-4 McRae. Possible home run 1 through 9, if not a double. It is a double off the center field wall. Good start for the Royals. Hal McRae 2 for 3 now. He's an A stealer. That would be 1 through 13. He's not going anywhere. So McRae's at second for John Mayberry. Mayberry 0 for 1 with a walk. He could tie this game up with a mighty swat of the bat. Johnson looking for a strikeout. The pitch to Big John Mayberry from the left-hander's batter's box. We're looking at a 1-8. 1-8 right-handed pitcher. 1-8 popped up. He got jammed right side. Spencer waits for it to come down, squeezes it, 1 out. So Johnson comes in high and tight. Mayberry tried to jack it out of the ballpark, but pops out to first. 1 out, runner at second for Al Collins. Collins is 0 for 2, 2 ground ball outs. McRae takes his lead from second. Johnson peeks over his shoulder, now looks in at the plate. The pitch to Al Collins. Get your kicks on Route 66. We're looking at a 6-6 right-handed batter. 6-6 possible single 1-2. It is not. Line shot knocked down once again by Kevin Bell. Picks it up. Stares McRae back to second. Fires a strike to Spencer. 2 away. Great reaction by Kevin Bell at the hot corner for the White Sox. It's going to take some 2-out magic by the catcher, Buck Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 2. Johnson takes a deep breath, nods his head. 2 outs. The pitch to Buck Martinez, righty-righty matchup. 3-8. Right-handed pitcher. 3-8. Jammed him, popped up. Johnson coming inside on several Royals pitchers during this game, waiting for it to come down. Making the catch on the outfield grass is Bucky Dent. The leadoff double goes for naught, as we say. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The White Sox 3, the Royals 1. You're watching the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, Round 2, American League West Region, between the Cinderella White Sox and the number 1 seed Kansas City Royals. The Royals with the bye. The White Sox sweeping out the Twins in round 1, losing a heartbreaker in game 1, 3-2. Due up for the White Sox in the bottom of the sixth, Spencer Bell Brohammer. These are the folks who did damage. Help knocking in 3 runs in the bottom of the second for the White Sox. Since then, all goose eggs. Fitzmaurice, 6th inning, point of weakness check. I don't know how much farther Al Fitzmaurice will go. Royals bullpen is a-working. Spencer is 1 for 2 with a homer. The pitch from Fitzmaurice to the left-hand batting Jim Spencer. Off the Spencer card, right-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 2-8. Ground ball to second. White to Mayberry. Spencer's now 1 for 3. Good start for Al Fitzmaurice during his point of weakness check. Here's Kevin Bell. Bell homered during the back-to-back Jack 3-run uprising in the bottom of the second for the Chi-Towners. After that, he grounded to first. Martinez sets the target. The pitch to Kevin Bell, 1-8 off the Bell card, right-handed pitcher. 1-8. Ball hit down the third base line. Nice backhanded pick by Brett. He pivots, fires to first, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty for the left-hand batting second baseman, Jack Brohammer. Brohammer singled in his first at-bat, then grounded out. Trying to move the conga line to Downing, who's on deck. Downing is 2 for 2. Brohammer awaits the Fitzmaurice offering. Here's the pitch to Jack Brohammer. 2-9 off the Brohammer card, right-handed pitcher. 2-9, possible double. It is a single to center. Needed to roll a 1 for the double. Brohammer's now 2 for 3. E. Steeler not being held on with 2 outs, so it'll be a +2 runner. 1 through 14 when advancing on the base paths. Brian Downing 2 for 2. Can he go 3 for 3? Fitzmaurice looks in, nods his head. The pitch to Brian Downing, 2-11 off the Downing card, right-handed pitcher. 2-11, single to left. Poquette with a +1 arm. They're going to put the brakes. Brohammer 1 through 14 because it's 2 outs +2. And +1 through 15, we're going to send him. Try to get first and third. He is safe. So Brohammer, first and third. Lemon, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. This will be the last batter most likely faced by Al Fitzmaurice. 2 outs, runners on the corners, 3-1 Chicago White Sox looking to break it open. The pitch to Chet Lemon. Fitzmaurice tries to make a tough pitch here. It's a 6-4 off the Fitzmaurice card, right-handed batter. 6-4 ground ball to short. Freddie Patek is a 2E32. 10 for Freddie Patek. We go to the error check. Ouch, he's an E32. They need a miracle on this. That's a 3. E32. He boots the ball. Run scores. 4-1 White Sox. They should have been out of the inning, and that's it for Fitzmaurice. So that is an E6. The little general commits treason at short. Brohammer scores. No ribby there. Advancing to second is Downing. 4-1 White Sox. Fitzmaurice is, well, he's gotten Gar 3 times. We're going to let him go again with Gar. Gar is 0 for 3. Doug Hunt says in Hockey Note, Canada leading Sweden 2-0 in the second of the Nations Cup. So Gar 0 for 3. Fitzmaurice to Gar. 2-3. 2-3 single. We should have pulled him. That's going to knock in, to center. Downing. They're going to put the brakes. Do we want to run on the minus? So Downing, brakes on Downing. Base is juiced. Amos Otis has a -4 arm. And Fitzmaurice now hits point of weakness. Fitzmaurice is done. He's responsible for all the base runners. Any run, actually, this was an unearned run here. So he's so far, he will only give up 3 earned runs. Even if these other runs score, they'll be all unearned. Bucky Dent, who will Dent face next? So Fitzmaurice goes 5 2/3. Started off wonderfully with 2 ground ball outs, Spencer and Bell. Then single, single, E6, single, giving up an unearned run. He leaves, most likely losing the game. He's the pitcher of record for the Royals at this point. 4-1 White Sox. So 5 2/3. Oops. Oops, I did it again. Ouch. Oops and ouch. 5 2/3. Only giving up 3 earned runs. We already know that. So, and he gave up 2 homers. Struck out none. So Fitzmaurice is done. Who they're going to go to here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, 4-1 lead, Chicago White Sox. White Sox win game 3. They'll have Wilbur Wood on the mound, and they'll like that matchup. Do we go Marty Patton or Larry Gura? We're going to go Larry Gura. He's a lefty. Dent's a righty. Pretty much the same. Marty Patton, former Red Sox. Marty Patton to face Bucky Dent. And Fitzmaurice to the back. So it's going to be Marty Patton coming in relief of Al Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice, the pitcher of record at the moment. Marty Patton, 8 wins, 14 losses, 2.49 ERA, had 15 starts, 5 saves, allowed 9 homers, struck out 65, walked 38, pitched 141 innings. He's coming in a very tough, tight situation. Bucky Dent at the plate. He's already knocked in 1. He's 2 for 3. Both hit singles. Bases juiced. No place to put Dent. And the White Sox up 4-1. So Marty Patton is a righty. Three innings. So the 3rd inning of relief, point of weakness check. Patton, 6th, 2 outs. Bucky Dent's ready. Bucky Dent trying to bust this game wide open. 4-1 White Sox are looking for more. Can Bucky Dent come through once again? Patton has a quick word with Buck Martinez. He's ready. Martinez back behind the plate. Patton to Dent. No place to put Bucky. It is a 1-6. 1-6 line shot right at George Brett. The side is retired. Had we gone, it would have been a line shot either way, but whether lefty or righty, let's double check that again. Right-handed pitcher, 1-6, line out to Brett. Marty Patton does his JOB. The White Sox get one unearned run that closed the books. That closes the book on Fitzmaurice. We go to the top of the 7th, 4-1 White Sox. Royals only 3 down. Bart Johnson to the mound, point of weakness check in the top of the 7th for Bart Johnson. Pitched pretty poorly in innings 1 and 2, but only gave up 1 run. Now, Royals, if Littell comes in the game, he's automatically at point of weakness check. So is Hamilton of the White Sox. Do you want to stick with Johnson? They have the bottom of the order, Patek, White, then the top of the order. Short leash on Bart Johnson here. Very short leash. Alternate History 100, how you doing? Yes, I do. Captain Whiteout. The instant dry whiteout thingy. Remember to check out and subscribe to Alternate History 100. Johnson to Freddie Patek, who's 1 for 2. Off the Johnson card, righty-righty matchup. 6-8. 6-8. Ground ball to second. Brohammer's a 3E15. That's a 9. We go to the error check on the E15. 5 on the E15. Brohammer boots the ball. Should have been out number 1. You don't want to give a good team like the Royals extra outs. Patek reaches on the E4. He's a double-A stealer, and that's it for Bart Johnson. Johnson's day is done. They're coming to get him. Brian Hoxie, how you doing? Hope all is well. Alternate History 100 says, I put up a new episode yesterday. I will have to check that out. What is the new episode about, my friend? They're going to go to Clay Carroll. Clay Carroll pitched a third of an inning in game 1. 4 wins, 4 losses, 2.56 ERA, 6 saves. Only allowed 1 homer, struck out 38, walked 24, 77 innings pitched for the White Sox. I think he was with the White Sox the whole year. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure Clay Carroll was on the 75 Reds that won the World Series and beat my beloved Boston Red Sox. Doug Hunt saying hello to Brian. And he says he likes the Sandy Koufax card. Yes, I picked it up from eBay. 1964 Topps card. And it's of game 1 when Koufax struck out 15 Yankees and the Dodgers beat the Yankees 5-2. You can find that game on YouTube, the radio call. And it gives you the, it's tough to see, even for me, the lineups. So, pretty cool. I have to wipe this because they put tape on it. I got to wipe it down with alcohol wipes because it's in a protector. We will be bringing you 1963 Sandy Koufax Apostyle in the near future. Alternate history says the episode he put up, the spark heard round the world. What if the USS Maine did not blow up in Havana in 1898? If you don't know what that's about the Spanish-American War. Doug Hunt says, yes, great pitcher, Koufax. Jason Marks just ordered some mini MLB. Sorry, dyslexia is a cool thing. Let me start again. Jason Marks just ordered some MLB mini helmets so I could have them for my games. Cool. All right, we're going to go to Clay Carroll. Can someone check to see if Clay Carroll played the whole year with the White Sox? I would think so, because I'm pretty sure he was on the 75 Reds team that beat the Red Sox in the World Series. All right, so Clay Carroll's a righty. Oh, God, he's a +2 hold, too. Ouch. Podtech will be a going. Carroll's good for 4 innings in relief. And he's a +2. E0. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? He says Clay Carroll played the whole season with the White Sox in 76. World's Worst Gamer, but I'm correct to say that he was on the 75 Reds, right? I'm positive. Didn't Carbo hit the home run off of him? Anyhow, good to see everyone here. All right, Bart Johnson went 6 innings, gave up only 1 run, and it's only going to be 1 earned run because Podtech reached on an error by Brohammer. He only struck out 1 batter. Captain Carl 8 says, yes, Carroll was with the Reds in 75. Jason Marks says, yes, Reds 75. Doug Hunt, same thing. Thank you. Mike Terranova, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to Mike Terranova, SOM76. So Bart Johnson is done. He can only win it or get a no decision. Johnson did his job, struggles at times, but only 1 earned run. Podtech will be stealing. He's a AA +3 with the battery of Carroll and Downing. So that makes it 1 through 20. We make it 1 through 19. He can only be thrown out on a 20. He is, geez Louise, 18. He's safe, just gets in there. So Podtech steals second. Third stolen base for Freddie. Should we send him to third? That would be 1 through 14. But they don't want to run out of this inning. They'll keep Podtech at second. Frank White 0 for 2 at the plate. Was the only strikeout victim of Bart Johnson. Carroll now puts his full attention to Frank White. Carroll to White, righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 4-6. Runner at second, no outs. 4-6. Ground ball to third. Bell's up with it. Holding at second is Podtek. Bell throws to Spencer, 1 down. So let's double check that. 4-6. Ground ball third. One out. Podtek at second. Top of the order, Tom Poquette. 1 for 3. He singled, scored, and stole the base. Oh, it was Raleigh Eastwick. Okay. Captain Carl says Carbo hit the homer in Game 6 to tie it against Raleigh Eastwick. Thank you, Captain Carl. Good to see you, my friend. The pitch to Poquette with Podtek at second. From Clay Carroll, the former Cincinnati Red. 4-7, left-handed pitcher. Left-handed batter. 4-7. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Holding at second is Podtek. Poquette is retired when Lemon makes the catch. 2 down. Clay Carroll trying to strand Freddie Podtek at second. Inning should be over. Podtek reached on the Brohammer error to start off the top of the 7th. Carroll will now face Amos Otis, the center fielder, right-handed batter for Kansas City. He is 2 for 3. He has singled in a run, flown to right, doubled. Carroll peeks over his shoulder. Podtek will be off on contact. The pitch to Amos Otis, homeward bound. We're looking at a 6-8 right-handed batter. 6-8, swing and a miss. Clay Carroll pumps his fist. Podtek stranded at second. Chicago fans are loving it here at Comiskey. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-1 White Sox. They're looking to force a deciding Game 3 back in Kansas City. So that closes the book on Johnson. Only 1 run, and it was earned. Oh, let's mark Carroll over here. Marty Patton trying to keep it a 3-run deficit and hope the Royals bats come alive against this White Sox pitching staff. White Sox have pitched quite well in this tournament, which in a best 2 out of 3, you can muster good pitching from bad teams usually, unless they were totally horrific. And the White Sox were not good. They were 64-97, but their pitching, again, is there. And if they force a Game 3, they have Wilbur Wood going in Game 3. He won Game 1 against the Twins in round 1. Patton to face Orta, Johnson, Spencer. George Orta is 1 for 3. He singled, was thrown out trying to steal second. He's flown out since then twice to right. Patton to the left-hand batting DH of the White Sox, George Orta. Off the Patton card, left-handed batter, we're looking at a 6-9. It's going to be a hit. It's a single to center. Needed a 1 for the double. Orta is now 2 for 4. Patton, oh my lord, he's a +5. Holy cow, that stinks. And he's a 2E10. Well, you know Orta's going. He is an A Steeler +5. That makes it 1 through 20, so it's 1 through 19. He is safe. Okay. +5 again. 1 through 15, he's going. He is safe. Oh, possible throwing error. We got to re-roll. That's a leaner. No throwing error. He steals third. Orta is stolen 2 out of 3. So he's at third. Infield moves in for the Royals. 4-1 White Sox. Lamar Johnson at the plate, 0 for 3, including his last at-bat, a 6-4-3 double play. Infield in. Patton to Lamar Johnson, 3-9 off the Johnson card. 3-9 is a walk. That's it for Marty Patton. So Patton got the Royals out of the mess in the bottom of the 6th, but he's created his own mess here in the top of the 7th. And we're going to go to Larry Gura. Larry Gura to face Jim Spencer. Spencer will hit because we're not taking out our best defensive player with the lead. And he's a -3 on the hold. Can give you 4 innings in relief. So Marty Patton is done. Beatles Eternally, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that channel for always wonderful baseball action. Many different games, much baseball knowledge. That's Beatles Eternally. The new Out of the Ballpark 26 will be coming out soon. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I really didn't play 25 too much. Was not impressed by the AI. It was a bit glitchy at times. Even the gameplay. I don't know. I'm seeming to fall away from Out of the Ballpark. That's just me. That's just me. All right, so Patton pitched a third of an inning. He's responsible for both runners who are on. Johnson at first, Orta at third. Larry Gura's coming in. He's a lefty. Good for 4 innings out of the pen. So the 4th inning of relief, if it goes that far, point of weakness check. Oops. Yes, we're going to go to the whiteout. Everyone loves that. Put it in the wrong spot, Al. Gura, 7th. Oh, Beatles Eternally says he's beta testing OOTP 26. Says it's good. I will take your word for it, my friend, and purchase it. They had some glitchiness with the animation in the last one. I mean, the pop-ups were like these line-out pop-ups, which drove me nuts. And the AI was just poor. I mean, I would play World Series set up to have everything sort of like analytical, you know, so and make, hey, you should take the guy out, and they would never take the freaking pitchers out. And I don't want to play both sides. All right, here we go. 1st and 3rd, no outs, infield in. Gura to face Spencer. Spencer 1 for 3 is 1 hit. The homer that put the White Sox on the board and started the 2nd inning uprising. The Pale Holes would plate 3 in the 2nd, then 1 unearned run in the 6th, thus the 4-1 lead. Gura trying to keep it a 3-run deficit. Infield in. Gura to Spencer. And Gura is a -3, 2E0. Off the Gura card, lefty-lefty matchup. 5-3. 5-3. Ground ball to the pitcher X. Okay. A ground ball resulting in a hit or error. Follow the result stated on the fielding chart. Okay, so we're just going to go through them. So Gura is a 2E0. Things looking good here. 5. He should make the play on the 2. Infield in. 5. It goes to the error check. He's an E0. He cannot make an error. It's a double play ball. So the contact play is on. It's going to go Gura to Martinez to Mayberry, advancing to second because it's a ground ball A, is Lamar Johnson. So the contact play was on. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. One of the rarest of the double plays. 2 down. Johnson at second. Big job there by Larry Gura, still keeping the White Sox in the game here in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Kevin Bell. Bell is also 1 for 3. His first hit was a homer, following Spencer, as the White Sox went back-to-back jacks in the bottom of the 2nd, 3-run uprising. Infield back to normal. Gura to Kevin Bell off the Bell card. Will it be a Bell curve? 3-4. Left-handed pitcher. 3-4. Look at that beautiful column. But he gets the 4. It's a hard hit ball to short. Now, say if this was with the 1 out in the infield in, you see the plus? That would have been a hit. But because there's 2 outs, I'm pretty sure the plus would have been a hit. Ground ball followed by double pluses, single. I'm pretty sure the plus means a hit on the infield in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There are 2 outs, and the infield was back. So Bell grounds out to Patek. Gura gets the Royals out of a huge jam. We go to the top of the 8th. The White Sox 4, the Royals 1. So Patton thanks Larry Gura. Legend Sports Universe, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that channel. Alternate History 100. 1, 2, 3. The mind boggles. 1 is the pitcher. 2 is the catcher. 3, the first baseman. Yes, 1, 2, 3. The rarest of double plays. Clay Carroll in the top of the 8th. Carroll will face Brett McCray Mayberry. Royals down 3. The pitch to George Brett, who is 0 for 3. Carroll to Brett. We're looking at a 2-8. Off the Brett card. 1 hopper, back to Carroll. That's a horrible column. Horrible column for Brett, the 2 column. Carroll calmly throws to first. Brett is 0 for 4. That ground out is recorded 1 to 3. 1 out, top of the 8th, 4-1 White Sox. Hal McRae is 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, and stolen a base. Was robbed of a 3rd hit in his first at-bat on an excellent step and diving catch by Kevin Bell, the 3rd baseman for the Chicago White Sox. He awaits the Carroll offering. Pitch homeward bound to Hal McRae with 1 out and no one on. We're looking at a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Right-handed batter. So 6-6, possible single 1 through 17. It is a single. So McRae singles to right. McRae is an A stealer. Carroll is a +2. So it's still a +5. I mean, a +3. 1 through 18. McRae's going. He is safe. Trying to stay out of that double play. Runner at second. Mayberry at the plate, 0 for 2 with the walk. Carroll to the left-hand batting Mayberry with McRae at second. It's a 2-12 right-handed pitcher off the Mayberry card. 2-12 single. We don't play the triangle thingy. So it's a single to center. I believe that's a ballpark effect, I think, or weather effect, one of these two. There's a dark triangle that's upside down and a regular triangle that's clear. I don't play those. That's super advanced. So single to center. Do we want to score McRae? Chet Lemon has a 0 arm. McRae 1 through 14. Cowan's coming up. They're going to put the brakes on McRae. First and third. A 3-run lead for the White Sox in jeopardy here as Cowan steps to the plate representing the tying run. Here we go. Wow. Collins can tie it up. Righty-righty matchup. Actually, against right-handed pitchers, he actually has weak power if it comes to a power check. Carroll to Cowens. 1 out, first and third. Off the Clay Carroll card, righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 5-7. Oh, he singles! Cowens with a clutch hit. Trotting in from third is McRae. Here come the Royals. Mayberry stops at second. Cowens 1 for 4 with a ribby now. It's 4-2. Royals cut the lead in half. Here in the top of the 8th, Buck Martinez to the plate. First and second, 4-2. Buck Martinez now represents the tying run with 1 out. Carroll to Martinez, righty-righty matchup. It's a 5-2. How do you do? 5-2. I like to play the little split thing here. 1 through 18 is a single. It's a single. It's bases juiced. And that's it for Clay Carroll after getting the first out with Brett. Single by McRae. Stolen base. Single Mayberry. Single Cowan. Scoring McRae from third. And now a single by Buck Martinez. So Mayberry at third. Cowens at second. Martinez at first. The little general Freddie Patek coming to the plate. And that's bye-bye Clay Carroll. So Clay Carroll fails miserably in the top of the 8th. He's responsible for all 4 runners. He has pitched an inning and a third. He has 1 strikeout. Who's coming in to face the little general, Freddie Patek? Do they go with Dave Hamilton? Hamilton, remember, he pitched nearly 3 innings. So I like to have my little rule that he comes in at point of weakness check because these are all back-to-back games. Even the travel games are back-to-back games. No rest, I like to think. There's no tomorrow. You have Hamilton. And I think we're going to go with Hamilton. It's going to be Hamilton. It's do or die. Tired arm or not. So point of weakness check right away for Dave Hamilton. And you know what that means? Another new color for the White Sox. Clay Carroll is done. It has become a bullpen game. He is a lefty -2. That's good news on the hold. Trying to lock it down here. And immediately point a weakness check. Because he pitched 2 2/3 in the last game. It's my own little fatigue system for relievers. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I might have put the both pitchers in the Royals. Let's find them. Get them out of there. Mr. Johnson, I think, has snuck over to the Royals dugout, trying to steal. Where the hell did I put Mr. Johnson? No, he's not there. Alrighty. We don't know where Mr. Johnson went. Let's double check. Carroll's done. Oh, here he is. There we go. So Dave Hamilton finishes up his warm-up tosses. The burden has been put on the shoulders of Dave Hamilton. Legend Sports Universe said that would make the sign stealing scandal look like nothing. I missed something. Let's go back up here. Alternate History 100. Little General, Napoleon of France. You are correct. Tried to conquer the world, but lost his pants. Well, he tried. Some people think he's a villain. Some people don't think he's a villain. Some people thought he was a liberator. Some people didn't think he was a liberator. It all goes in the eyes of who looks. Who are we to judge? Oh, going in another team's dugout. Yes, I like that. I like that. But he was on his own teams. So Hamilton to face the Little General, Freddie Patek. Bases juiced, 1 out, no place to put Patek. They will play for the out and the double play. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Patek from Hamilton. Off the Patek card. Uh-oh. 1-9, left-handed pitcher. 1-9, fly ball B, right field, question mark. They should score a run. So that's going to be a 9. Out number 2, fly ball B. Runner gets a +2. The runner at third is Mayberry. He needs the +2. Right fielder is Gar. He's a +1. So that's +3 altogether. So Mayberry is safe 1 through 13. He holds 14 through 19. He's only out on a 20. Let's see if he scores. So he is safe 1 through 13. He is safe. He tags up and scores. The Little General knocks in the third Royal run. It's now 4-3, but there are 2 outs, first and second. That run is charged to Marty Patton. I'm sorry, to Clay Carroll. For 3. Boy, the White Sox with that squander when they had the bases juiced, that could come back and haunt them. Patek is retired. Frank White's 0 for 3. Tying run at second. Cowan's good speed. 1 through 15, 2 outs, +2. 1 through 17. Martinez at first, 1 through 11. The pitcher, Frank White, trying to tie or give the Royals the lead. Hamilton to White. Will it be a delight? 1-4. Left-handed pitch. Oh, shit. Did I look at the wrong card? Well, it's a sac fly. I don't remember what I did there. No, it was off the Patek card. That was right. That was right. It was off the Patek card. That was right. We're good there. 2-4, Al. Oh, 2-4. Thank you. Thank you, Midlife Crisis. Yeah, it was a 7. No, it was a 9 because of the right fielder. Okay, that was off the Patek card. All right, that's cool. And this is a 2-4. Thank you, Midlife Crisis, for this one. So Frank White, 2-4 left-handed pitcher. 2-4 chopper to second. Hamilton's going to get out of this mess. Brohammer to Spencer. Side is retired. Frank White is 0 for 4. The Royals do plate 2. It's now 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. That closes the door on Carroll. Those runs were charged to Clay Carroll. Wow, it's a 1-run game, bottom of the 8th. As Midlife Crisis says, you got the Patek roll correct. Thank you, thank you. I thought for a second, sometimes as you know, I sometimes look at the wrong column. Like righty-lefty sometimes by accident. So thank you, Midlife Crisis. Hope all is well with you. No, that's the way I play it. Fly ball, question mark. The way I play it, the way I understand it, and it's the way I've always played it. Again, probably a home brew rule for me. With a question mark, +2 to the runner against the arm of the fielder. Only a 20 is an out. Everything else is a hold past, when you do the math. That's the way I play it. I don't know if that's exact, but it's the way I play it. Alternate History 100. When I make a mistake in title bout, I blame it on the ref. That's perfectly fine. Wow, 4-3 game. Another tight one for the White Sox. The Cinderella White Sox trying to take it to Kansas City for that deciding Game 3. Gurra to face Brohammer, Downing, and Lemon. The pitch to Jack Brohammer, lefty-lefty matchup from Larry Gurra. We're looking at a 4-4. 4-4. Shallow fly ball to center. Otis comes in, makes the grab. Brohammer is retired. Son of a gun, wrong color. 1 down. Cutter Historical says, I have PC Replay Baseball tourney going up right now on the channel. Check that out and subscribe to Cutter Historical, our good friend Jeff. 1 out for Brian Downing. Gurra deals to the right-hand batting catcher of the White Sox. White Sox trying to get that nice insurance once again. Their lead has been cut to 1. It's a 1-8 to Downing. Left-handed pitcher. 1-8, strike 3 looking. 2 away. That will bring up the number 9 batter, Chet Lemon. He's been hit by a pitch. Grounded to first. Reached on an error by Patek, the little general. On deck, Ralph Garr, who is 1 for 4. Gurra has the sign from Martinez. He kicks and deals to Chet Lemon. Off the Gurra card. Right-handed batter, 4-5. Ground ball to third. Brett to Mayberry. Side is retired. Excellent job by Larry Gurra since he's come into the game. Remember, Gurra got him out of that mess. Bases loaded, no outs. The White Sox failed to score in the 7th with bases loaded. Now go down 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. The White Sox 4, the Royals 3. The White Sox 3 outs away, as long as they don't allow a run, from going to Kansas City for a deciding Game 3. We will make a defensive change for the White Sox. Hamilton will try to close it out. Point of weakness check once again for Hamilton. It's going to be the top of the order. Poquette, Amos Otis, George Brett. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Poquette. But first, let's make our defensive change for the White Sox. Bannister is going to go in for Johnson in left. I should have Bannister near the top. Yep, there's the Bannister. He is a 3+1 E6 in left. We pretty much don't have any better defenders. Jim Essien will come in to catch. That's it. All right, so Bannister to left. We'll do that first, while Hamilton has his warm-up tosses. Lamar Johnson was 0 for 3 with a walk. He's an ABD, but if he comes up to bat, something went wrong for the White Sox. 17 speed. Bannister, left field. He's a 3+1. Better range, better arm, much better error rating. Okay. So he's all set. Jim Essien will come in to catch. I remember Essien with the A's in the early 80s. Okay, Essien. Again, if he comes up to bat, something went wrong for the White Sox. Okay. Essien is a 3-1. His errors slightly worse, and his throwing arm is much worse, as his throwing errors 1 through 11. Okay. And I'm just going to put these guys over here. Hamilton's done with his warm-up tosses. We got to find a pinch hitter now for Poquette. It's going to be John Wathen. .286, 42 at-bats. Need to get someone on. Decent speed for a catcher, first baseman. So John Wathen will pinch hit. For Tom Poquette. So Poquette is out of the game. Wathen. We'll just leave it at that because if they tie it, he's obviously not playing left. All right. So Hamilton to face the right-handed John Wathen. He represents a tying run at the plate. Wheels are churning in both dugouts. No, Jim Essien was an Oakland A's player. I'm almost positive of it. I don't think he played for the Kansas City A's. I mean, he could have. But I don't think he went back that far. He might have. He might have. The pitcher, John Wathen from Hamilton. Again, point of weakness check for Hamilton. It's going to be off the Hamilton card, lefty-righty matchup. Wathen, 5'2", from Hamilton. Right-handed batter. 5'2", single 1 through 18. Single for John Wathen. So John Wathen comes through in the clutch. Single for Wathen. Tying run on. He's going to get pinch run for. I hate when that happens. So Wathen singles. He's done. He did his JOB. We need a speedier runner. Jim Wolford will come into pinch run. And probably, if they tie it, stay into play left. Wathen does his JOB. And we're just going to change up something here. I'm going to take Wathen's name off here. Ooh, we almost erased Tom Poquette. That's okay. Wilford. I think I called him Wilfong. There was a Wilfong, though, in Major League Baseball. Wolford. He's AAB and a 16. And if they tied, he's going to stay in and play left field. So he's the pinch runner. Yep. Alternate history says the A's left Kansas City in 67. I didn't think he went that far back. Captain Whiteout back over here. Tying run at first. A Steeler. Hamilton's a -2. Essian's a -1, so that's a -3. 1 through 12. He's not going anywhere. You're not going to bunt with Amos Otis. The pitch, lefty-righty matchup, a tiring Hamilton versus Amos Otis. Off the Amos Otis card. Holy cow, 1-6. 1-6. Oh, he missed a pitch. He pops it up. Bucky Dent, the shortstop, makes the catch. Amos Otis disappointed. 1-6, left-handed pitcher, pop out to short. White Sox 2 outs away from a 4-3 victory. A plane ride quickly back to Kansas City for a deciding Game 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Hamilton versus Brett. Brett is hitless. Can George Brett come through in the clutch? Hamilton deals to Brett. 111. Single to right. Lefty-lefty 111. Brett's first hit. Single to right. Garza +1 arm. Wolford 1 through 16, 1 through 17. He's going to try to go first and third. He just gets in there under the tag. Oh, my Lord. Runners on the corners. Decision time now. One more hit. Hamilton's done. Hal McRae coming to the plate. They're sticking with Hamilton. Not much of a difference here, except for walks against righties and hits against lefties. Hamilton was their guy. They're going to stick with Hamilton. Do we play the infield in? That's the question. Infield in. First and third, 4-3 lead. It's a precious lead that the Royals look to evaporate. White Sox fans holding their breath. Hamilton to McRae. First and third, 1 out. Off the McRae card. 2-8. 2-8. This is a tie ball game no matter what. 1-3 double. 420 single. It's a double by Hal McRae. Wolford scores from third. Brett is held at third. McRae picks up his 4th hit, 2nd double to go along with 2 singles and 2 stolen bases. A run scored. He now has a ribby. This baseball game is tied. Infield in again, and that is it for Hamilton. Hamilton blows the save. Could be another heartbreaking loss, though they will come up in the bottom of the 9th. It's a 4-4 game now, 1 out, 2nd and 3rd. There goes Hamilton. We have the wrong team. Here comes Francisco Barrios. Though Mayberry's a lefty. So Hamilton's done. I think Terry Forster's a lefty. He is, but he was no bueno. 2-12. Though they need strikeouts. It's going to be Forster to face Mayberry as they go lefty-lefty. And we're just going to keep Barrios out over here. So Terry Forster coming in. Hamilton, ouch. He's responsible for the runners on 2nd and 3rd. Blows the save. Terry Forster coming in. 4th pitcher for the White Sox. A lead the White Sox kept until the top of the 9th. Terry Forster. He's good for 3 innings. So it looks like Bannister and Jim Essien will bat. Forster is oh God, he's a +5. The good news is they can't steal unless they try to steal home. That is god-awful. Okay, so McRae's at second. Brett, the go-ahead run at third. John Mayberry at the plate. Infield in. Infield in. Forster, 9th. 1 out. Oh, boy. 4-4 game. Royals have fought their way back. What a huge squander. What a great job. Gura, who if the Royals win the game here, go ahead and win the game, Gura will get the win. And he came in with bases loaded, no outs, got the 1-2-3 double play, then Bell grounds out to short. What a huge squander. Both teams have had squanders. It looks like the White Sox squander. It might just hurt a bit more now. The pitch to Big John Mayberry. Infield in. Second and third. Lefty-lefty matchup. Forster to Mayberry. We're looking at a 5-8. Lefty-lefty. 5-0. Infield in. Possible single. 1-2. Oh, 17. So it's a ground ball B. Ground ball B. Runner at third is out. It's going to be first and third. Contact play on. Brett tries to score. He's going to be thrown out. So again, that was a 5-8. 17. So it's a ground ball to first. So that's going to go 3-1. 3-2, excuse me. 2 down. Infield goes back to normal. I'm a bit stuffy. My friend. So Brett is out. Three, 2. McRae to third. Mayberry, fielder's choice. 3-2. First and third, 2 down. Al Commons comes to the plate. 4-4 ball game. They're going to stick with Terry Forster. Though he is a +5. Jesus. Mayberry's a D stealer. He's not going anywhere. They luck out there. Forster to Collins. 4-4 game. 5-7. Right-handed batter. 5-7. Ground ball to second. Holy cow. Brohammer's made an error today already. So we have a 5 and we have a 7. Ground ball second. Brohammer. 3E15. 18. He makes the play. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 4. Hard hit ball. Brohammer has it. Over to Spencer. The Royals plate 1. We're knotted at 4. Terry Forster does the JOB, but now it's a tie ball game. That run was charged to Hamilton. No decision for Hamilton. So Hamilton, well, we'll figure that out later. Not a big deal. Wow. The White Sox need to push a run across to win this game. It's 4-4. Larry Gura John Wise, how you doing? Larry Gura. Third inning of relief. He's okay. All right, so top of the order for the White Sox. Can they scratch out one run and win? Lamar Johnson is out of the game. Bannister bats fourth in the inning. Downing out of the game. Essien bats eighth. Four baseball game. All righty. Segura's going to try to take it to the top of the 10th. Ralph Garr, 1 for 4. Lefty. Gura to Garr. Off the Gura card, 6-8. Lefty, 6-8. Ground ball to second. White to Mayberry. Garr goes back to the bench. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's Bucky Dent. Dent's 2 for 4. 2 singles, a ribby. He's also lined out twice to George Brett. Gura has the sign for Martinez. The pitch to Bucky Dent. Lefty, right. Off the Gura card, right-handed batter, 4-8. 4-8. Ground ball to first. Mayberry flips to Gura, covering the bag. Dent is gone. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. George Orta steps to the plate. A lefty matchup. Cutter Historical says Alex Bergman signs with the Red Sox. Finally, somebody the Red Sox signed. Finally. Now, if we could pick up a few more players, most likely he'll get hurt. George Orta, only thing standing between the Royals and the top of the 10th. Gura to Orta. Lefty. 1-9 off the Orta card. 1-9. Hard hit ball to first. Mayberry has it. Wins the foot race to the bag. We're going to the 10th. 4-4. Due up in the 10th. Bottom third, Martinez, Podtek, White. And I don't think we can stick with Terry Forster with his horrible hold. So Terry Forster goes 1 inning. Actually, 2/3 of an inning. He's done. It's going to be Francisco Barrios, the righty. Fifth 5th White Sox pitcher. Vukovich is up in the pen. That's Pete Vukovich for Chicago. Barrios. Zero hold, 3 range, E10. 4-4 game. He faces Buck Martinez. The pitch to Martinez, righty matchup. 5-9. 5-9. General had a sac fly to bring the Royals to within 1. The pitch to Patek from Barrios. Off the Patek card, Barrios pours in a 2-5. 2-5, swing and a miss. Barrios overpowers the little general. 2 down. Barrios wants the ball back quickly. Frank White steps out of the box. Barrios and the White Sox looking for a 1-2-3 inning. White 0 for 4. Barrios has the sign from Essien. The pitch to Frank White, righty matchup. 2's gone crazy. We're looking at a 2-4. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Barrios is pumped up. He mows down the final 2 batters, Patek and White, via the K. We go to the bottom of the 10th, knotted at 4. Again, the White Sox must scratch 1 run across the plate. Larry Gura in his 4th inning of relief, point of weakness check. 4-4. Gura will not be available after this for Game 3 if it goes to Game 3. He's going to face Bannister, who came in defensively for Lamar Johnson, then Spencer Bell, Brohammer. Bannister has good speed. Lefty-righty matchup. So again, Gura, 4th inning, so point of weakness check. To Bannister, off the Gura card, 4-11, right-handed batter. 4-11, single to right. Alan Bannister, the winning run is on. Bannister making a bid say, I should be starting in these ball games. Gura is a -3. Martinez is a 0. Bannister's an A stealer. So 1 through 12, but he's not going to chance it. Lefty, Jim Spencer versus Larry Gura. The Royals hope to turn 2. Spencer slow of foot at the plate. Homered in his first at-bat, since then 0 for 3, including a double play 1-2-3 in his last at-bat against Gura. He's looking for revenge. Bannister at first, being held on, so that cuts down Mayberry's range, makes it a 3. We're looking at a 6-2. How do you do? 6-2, fly ball, left field X. Oh, shoot, where's Wolfong? Where are you, Wolfong? Here he is. We lucked out. He's right on top. Wolfong is a 2-0E11. Wolford. I keep calling him Wolfong. Wolford. Okay. So again, that's a 2-6. A 6-2, excuse me. Fly ball, left field, range error check. Wolford's a 2E11. That's an 11. I think we're going to go to the error check. We do. He is an E11, which is worse than Poquette, who is an E8. 8 on an E11. He makes a running catch. Holding, retreating back to first is Bannister. Spencer is retired. Nice catch by Wolford. So he's an E11. We rolled an 8. 8 through 10, fly ball B. 1 down. Winning run at first. Kevin Bell to the plate. Bell homered in his first at-bat. Scored, obviously. And we forgot to... Then since then, he's 0 for 3. Brohammer on deck. Gurra to Kevin Bell. Off the Gurra card. Right-handed batter, 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6, possible single, 1 through 9. Single! Line shot. Bannister had to pause for a second. It's a single 1 star. So Bannister is at second. He's the winning run. First and second. Here comes Jack Brohammer. They'll stick with Gurra. Brohammer needs that 2 column. Well, if we go to a righty, they're going to go to Mark Littell. We're going Bill Stein. So Bill Stein's going to pinch it for Brohammer. He'll stay into place second. If he cannot knock in the winning run. Here comes Mark Littell. Point of weakness check immediately for Littell due to the innings pitched in game 1. Again, that's my little rule. First and second, 1 out. Littell versus Bill Stein. Littell to get his warm-up tosses. 4th pitcher used by the Royals. Immediate point of weakness check. And it's going to be Stein. All right. Here we go. Tenth, 1 out. Can Stein be a hero? He was ready to pinch it in game 1. It was called back by Michael Terranova. Had we had him hit, it would have been a tie ball game. I forgot who we kept in. He ended up making the last out of the game. Here we go. Littell to Billy Stein. Righty-righty matchup. Let's just give you Littell's numbers first. 8-4, 2.08 ERA. He did have 1 start, 16 saves, 92 strikeouts in 104 innings pitched. Stein just needs a base hit. 268. 15 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, 36 ribbies. So Stein, Littell. Can Stein take the White Sox on a trip back to Kansas City for game 3? A deciding game. A final game for one of these 2 teams. Or will the Royals take it to the top of the 11th? Littell looks in. He's ready. First and second, 1 out. The pitch to Bill Stein. Off the Littell card, we're looking at a 6'10", righty-righty. 6'10", ground ball to short. Oh, my Lord. Freddie Patek is an error machine. Good range, but an error machine. 2E32. That's a 3. This might be a double play ball, folks. 2, 3. No, it's a ground ball. C, runners advance. Only play for Patek. Charging in is to first. Stein is retired. 6-3. It's now second and third, 2 outs. Another replacement defensively now bats with a chance to win it. Jim Essien. Righty-righty matchup. Backup catcher. Needs that 1 column. Littell to Essien for the win. 1-10. Oh, he pops out. Oh, my Lord. He gets the 1 column, but he pops out. We go to the 11th. Oh, he pops out to Brett. Had a pitch to kill, a flat slider. He pops out to George Brett. Holy cow, he gets the 1 column. 110. We go to the 11th, knotted at 4. Alternate history 100 goes, ah! Imagine that. 110. Whew. I thought it was a win. That's the top of the order. Wow, okay. So we have to put Stein's defensive numbers in now. He's at second. He's a 4E37. That's horrific. Mark Littell. Again, if he stays in, he will not pitch in game 3. But you might as well let him stay in for another inning because they win. It's done. Barrios to the mound. It's going to be Wolford, Otis, Brett. Top of the 11th, knotted at 4. Barrios to Wolford, first at bat. Came in for Patek. After Wathen singled, he pinch ran. That is a 5-4, righty-righty, 5-4, ground ball third base, range error check. So we have a 5-4, ground ball third base. Bell is a 3E15. That's a 12. We go to the error check. It was a 12. He's an E15. 10. I think he makes the play on the E15. Yes, he does. Backhand stab. Throws to first. Wolford is retired 5-3. Nice play by Bell. He's played stellar D at third. One out. Barrios is good for 3 innings. Error check. A point of weakness check for his 3rd inning of relief. Amos Otis to the plate. The pitch to my man, Otis. We're looking at a 2-8 righty-righty. 2-8, 1-11. It's bippity-boppity-boom. 16, double off the center field wall. Oh, it just stays in the ballpark. The Royals were so close to taking the lead for the first time in this ball game. A 1-out double for Amos Otis. He's an A Steeler. 0 hold, -1 arm, so he's not going anywhere. Go ahead run at second. The speedy Amos Otis. George Brett at the plate. Brett. 1, for 5. His last hit was in the ninth. He was out at the plate 3-2 on the contact play when he reached third. 1 out, runner at second. The pitch to George Brett. Triple snake eyes. Holy cow. 1-2. That is a walk. They pitch carefully to Brett. Sets up an inning-ending double play. First and second, 1 out. Hal McRae tied the game in the ninth. Can he put the Royals 1 out, first and second? Barrios with Essien. Essien back behind the plate. The pitch to Hal McRae. Righty-righty matchup. 5-9. 5-9. There's your double play ball. Inning over. 6-4-3. Hard hit ball to short on the 5-9 righty-righty. So that's Dent, Stein, Spencer. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Still knotted at 4. Barrios pumps his fist again. Now, can the White Sox bats scratch out a run and a win in the bottom of the 11th? A tired Mark Littell to the mound. He will be unavailable for Game 3 if it goes to Game 3. Larry Gura will be unavailable. Point of weakness check for Littell. Alternate history 100 says Dent to Stein to Spencer, not quite. Tinkers to Evans to Chance, but will do. Is it Evers or Evans? I kind of remember Evers. Here's Chet Lemon. Then the top of the order, Gar and Dent. Littell to Lemon, righty-righty. Will Lemon make lemonade? 4-9. 4-9. Winning run is on. That is a walk. So Gar is on. Littell's a 0 hold. Martinez a 0 arm, but he's only a B stealer. He's not going anywhere. Oh, that's Lemon, excuse me. Shoot. I put it up where Gar is. Captain Whiteout comes into play again. There we go. Winning run at first. Gar is an A bunter. And he is 1 for 4. Alternate History 100 playing Fats Dominoes. I know what that song is. Going to Kansas City, right? Or something like that. We sang that when or we attempted to sing it when the White Sox swept the Twins out of the Bicentennial tournament. Do we bunt with Gar now? And then we have Dent and Orta. They're going to let Gar swing the stick. Winning run at first. Chet Lemon, B Steeler being held on. That's going to cut make Mayberry's range go from a 2 to a 3. Oh, yes, indeed, I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. I'm walking. Bum, 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 bum. Here's the pitch to Ralph Gar. Off the Gar card. 3-4. It's going to be a force out at second. Ground ball B. They can't turn 2. The relay throw not in time. The speedy Gar beats it out, but Lemon is out. Gar replaces Lemon at first on the fielder's choice 4-6. And he is 1 through 17 base runner. He'll be held on, so -1, 1 through 16. Again, Mayberry's range goes from a 2 to a 3. Bucky Dent has 2 hits and 5 at-bats with a ribby. Both hits singles. Last inning for Littell. Littell to Bucky Dent. Off the Littell card, righty-righty matchup, 5-5. Swing and a miss. As he has not hit point of weakness yet. Had he hit point of weakness, that's a single. But he's only walked 1. So that's a strikeout. Comes down to George Orta. Can he find a gap to score the speedy Gar? From first, he's held on, so he's going to be a +1 because it's 2 outs. That's a +2, -1 for the hold, which again makes Mayberry's range a 3. So he's 1 through 18. Littell to Orta. Left-handed batter. We're looking at a 6-5. 6-5 again. Had he hit point of weakness, would have been a single, but he's not at point of weakness. Strike 3. We go to the 12th, and that's it for Mark Littell. He will be unavailable in Game 3, but he does his job. So what Mark Littell's done, go to the 12th. Still knotted at 4. We'll have to find a pitcher for the Royals in a moment. Barrios, 3rd inning of relief, point of weakness check. 2 scoreless innings. So he's going to face Mayberry, Collins, and Martinez. Barrios to Mayberry, righty-lefty matchup. Big John with a 4-5. Left-handed batter. 4-5. Ground ball to short, Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent's a 2E19. That's a 1. Single. Up the middle, past the dive of Bucky Dent. Mayberry is on. One through 10 base runner. We already have Wathen out of the game. If he gets to second, got to get someone faster. Wathen's out of the game already. We must have another player who can play first. Coquette's out of the game. Oh, Tommy Davis can play first. He's horrible at it. Former Dodger. Jamie Quirk can play first. He's a 1 through 12 base runner. Cookie Rojas. Wow, his running's awful. He can play first. Dave Nelson. He's fast. And he can play first. 1 through 17. There's your pinch runner, Dave Nelson. He probably won't stay in to play. Well, he might. Who knows? E25, I don't know. But he's a speedy base runner. He's going in. Mayberry's lifted for Dave Nelson. And we're just going to put this over here, pinch runner. Nelson for Mayberry. Twelfth. Okay. 1 through 17. Let's put that over here. Jason Marks also says Alex Bergman's coming to Boston. Finally, maybe we're gonna hit a bit. Again, they were 500 last year, so they had some exciting play from Duran. They're better than I thought they were going to be. Would have been nice if we kept O'Neill too. Still need another bat. Will Trevor Story actually play this year? That's another question. All right. So Nelson pinch runs for Mayberry at first, no outs. Cisco Barrios to Al Collins, righty. 1-8 gets the double play ball once again. 6-4, 2 down, bases empty. Buck Martinez comes to the plate with 2 outs, no one on after the Dent Stein Spencer double play. Again, that was a 1-8. Oops, shoot. Let's just double check. 1-8. Yep, ground ball A. Buck Martinez, 2 outs, top of the 12th. Barrios to Buck Martinez, 2-8. 2-8, swing and a miss. Barrios pumps his fist once again. 3 scoreless innings. He did give up a hit. So if he comes out, if they go to the 13th, he's pitching. And point of weakness check, again, he'll have to be a combination of 3 hits and walks. Not intentional walks, though. We go to the bottom of the 12th. We need a pitcher for the Royals. White Sox fans say we need a run to win the game. All right, who's coming in to pitch? It's going to be Steve Mangori. Littell and Gura will be unavailable for Game 3. Hamilton will be unavailable for the White Sox. Barrios will be unavailable. But the White Sox don't care about that. They have to win this. Here comes Steve Mangori. As Kansas City brings in their 5th pitcher. Oh, we need a first baseman. Do we stick with Nelson? Where the hell did I put Nelson? He's a 4E25. We'll stick with Nelson. Let's see if we have anyone better. Before we say we stick with Nelson. Not Tommy Davis. Quirk. 4E, he's a 4E16. Cookie Rojas. (4E25). So it's going to be Jamie Quirk, actually. Captain White out once again. Can't put an E25. I get sick to my stomach. I always like Jamie Quirk. (4E16). 12. He's an Ed. E stealer, D bunter, D hit and run. Okay. Now, let's get Nelson out of there. We might run out of players. Steve Mangori. In the 12th. He's a lefty. -6 on the hole. That's fierce. No stealing on him. And he's good for 3 innings. So third inning, if it goes that far, point of weakness check. Again, Chicago White Sox need 1 run to win to go to Kansas City for the deciding game 3. It will be Bannister, Spencer Bell. Alan Bannister singled, reached all the way to third, but couldn't score. Mangori to the right-hand batting. Bannister off the Mangori card. 4-9. 4-9. Single to center. Bannister does it again. He might get a start if they get to game 3. Quirk's range goes from a 4. God, do we want to hold him on? I mean, he's an ace stealer. They would hold him on. So his range goes from a 4 to a 5. Ouch. He's not stealing. Spencer comes up. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Jim Spencer from Steve Mangori. 2-5. 2-5. He's going to pop it out. Foul territory. First baseman Jamie Quirk. One out, one on. Winning run, the speedy Bannister at first. Kevin Bell comes to the plate. Bell is 2 for 5. He's homered and single. In between those, the meat between the bread, 3 groundouts. The pitch to Kevin Bell from Steve Mangori, 6'8", right-handed batter. 6'8", fly ball to center. Going back is Otis. He makes the catch. Bannister retreats to first. Bill Stein comes up. Stein pinch hit for Brohammer in the 10th, grounded to short. Bannister will be off on contact. Quirk is going to play behind him. We'll give him the +2. So Bannister 1 through 19 on the base paths, but I'd rather have that range. Bill Stein. What can Stein do here? Mangori has the sign for Martinez. The pitch to Billy Stein. 1-7. Oh, boy. 1-7. Oh, he's a lefty. 1-7. Well, it's an out. Ground ball to Patek. He throws to Quirk. We go to the unlucky 13th. So we had a 1-7 left-handed pitcher. Again, he gets his column, but not the roll. We go to the 13th. Knotted at 4. Free baseball indeed. All right, Barrios. We're going to stick with Barrios. If he gives up a combination of 3 hits and a walk, or vice versa, he hits point of weakness. Alternate History 100 says the 13th was very lucky for Marciano. That's the round he knocked out Jersey Joe Walcott. So the 4-4 game, top of the 13th, Barrios to face Patek, White, Wolford. 4th inning of relief for Francisco Barrios. The pitch to the little general Freddie Patek. 3-3, what will it be? We shall see. Righty, 3-3. Ground ball to his counterpart, Dent at short. Dent to Spencer, 1 down. These White Sox, I mean, these games have been fun with the White Sox for such a bad team. Here's Frank White. The pitch, Barrios to White. Will it be a delight? 4-6. Right-handed batter, 4-6. Oh, that's a walk. So Frank White is on. Barrios is a 0 hold. Essien with a -1 arm. 1 through 15 for an A stealer. Again, I don't do the extra holds, so it's 1 through 14. White is going. White is safe. Go ahead run at second, the speedy Frank White. Jim Wolford. Who pinch ran after Wathan singled, who pinch hit for Poquet. So here's Wolford. Go ahead run at second, 1 out, Frank White. The pitch, Barrios. Okay, so again, a combination of he's got the walk. So another walk and a hit, or any type of combination thereof, he hits point of weakness. Here's the pitch, Barrios to Wolford. 110. 110, ground ball back to the pitcher. Barrios pivots, looks at White, who holds at second, goes to first, 2 down. Nice defensive play by Francisco Barrios, the pitcher. So that's 1-3. Again, that was a 110. Ground ball B to the pitcher. No advancement. 2 outs. White will be off on contact. He will be a 1 through 17 base runner. Amos Otis doubled his last at bat. He has 2 doubles, a single, and a run scored. Trying to drive in his second run or more to give the Royals their first lead of this ball game. 2 outs. White at second, top of the 13th. Barrios has the sign from Essien. The pitch to Amos, my man Otis. 110, righty-righty matchup. 110, he jammed him, popped up in front of the plate. Now drifts to the left, foul territory. Essien waits for it to come down, squeezes it. We go to the bottom of the 13th, still knotted at 4. Barrios is exhausted. Now, next inning, if he gives up a walk or a hit, any 2 get on base as long as it's not an error or intentional walk, point of weakness. It's in Barrios they trust. Well, we could go to Pete Vukovich, but he has control issues. So they're going to stick with Barrios. For the White Sox, trying to walk it off once again in the bottom of the 13th, Essien, Lemon, Gar. To face Steve Mangori. Second inning of relief for Mangori. The pitch to Jim Essien. 1-11 to Essien. Left-handed pitcher, 1-11. Essien works a walk. Winning run at first in Essien. God, do we have a third catcher? He will not be held on. He's a D base stealer. We do have another catcher, Roof. All right. So now let's look for a speedy base runner. It's going to be Pat Kelly. Pat Kelly to pinch run. Let's just get Roof out. You know what? Let's not get Roof out. Let's not jinx the White Sox. So Essien works a walk. He's out of the game. Pat Kelly will pinch run for Essien. BCD. We're just going to put 17 here because he's not going to stay in the game. White Sox fans hoping for a walk-off. Joel Horland 20, how you doing? Joining late. Is that a new Koufax card, Al? Yes. This Koufax card I got off Amazon. I'm sorry, eBay. 1964 Topps, so 63 season. Game 1 of the World Series. Koufax strikes out 15. Dodgers win 5-2. Oops, sorry. And then on the back, it's tough to see. They got like a little box score. Pretty cool. Good to have you here, Joel. Thank you for joining us. All right, so Chet Lemon with the speedy Kelly at first. 17 base runner. He's not stealing. Lemon's a B bunter. He's going to swing the stick. Mangori to Lemon. Off the Lemon card, 2-7. 2-6, excuse me. 2-6. Oh, he popped. He gets the 2 column, but he pops out to the little general Freddie Patek. Mangori jammed him. Joel Horland 20 says, I've always loved those Topps World Series cards. I have most of them. Very cool. Here's Ralph Garr, lefty. Winning run, the speedy pinch runner Kelly at first. Mangori to Garr. Off the Garr card, 2-6. 2-6, single to center. Otis is a -4. Kelly puts the brakes on at second. Garr picks up his second hit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at-bats. Winning run in scoring position with 1 out. Bucky Dent to the plate. Dent has 2 hits so far. He's 2 for 6. 2 lineouts, a ground out, a strikeout. Mangori to Bucky Dent trying to walk it off. 5-5. 5-5 to Bucky Dent. 5-5. Bucky Dent's going to walk it off. This game is over. Bucky Dent with a 5-5. It's extra bases to the gap. We'll call it a double. This game is over. Scoring from second, the speedy Pat Kelly. And again, that's a 5-5 right-handed batter off the Mangori card. Triple or double. It's a double. Bucky Dent is mobbed. We're just going to say double. The White Sox walk it off. They're going to Kansas City. Wilbur Wood will be on the mound for the Pale Hose. The Cinderella dream is still going. The clock has not struck 12 on the Cinderella White Sox. They walk it off with a 4-3 victory in 13. A 5-4 victory in 13, excuse me. Wow. What a game. And as always, thank you to everyone who has watched and will watch later. And I greatly appreciate your time. Hope you had fun. MVP is the winning pitcher, Barrios. The losing pitcher is Mangori. What a game. Okay, I'm going to tell you who's not available. Barrios will not be available in game 3. Neither will Hamilton. That's for the White Sox as they go back to Kansas City. For Kansas City, they're in trouble. No Gura, no Littell. And Wilbur Wood is going in game 3. So it's going to be Wilbur Wood in game 3 for the White Sox. He's their number 1 pitcher because we go in a strict 1-2-3 order, 1-2-3-4 order in this tournament. So now the White Sox go with their number 1, who shut out. I'm pretty sure he shut out the Twins or gave up 1 run. Kansas City is going with their number 3 pitcher, Doug Bird. I mean, he's not bad. 10 and 12, 3.37. And they have a good pitching staff. You have Paul Splittorff. So Splittorff, if Kansas City wins, Splittorff will pitch game 1 of the finals. But they're not there yet. We go to game 3. It will be Bird, or is it Doug Bear? Hold on a second. I said Bird. Doug Bird versus the knuckleballer Wilbur Wood in the deciding game. Wilbur Wood will be looking for his 2nd win in this tournament. What a game. What a game. Walk-off double by Bucky Dent in the 13th. The White Sox win 5-4. Manager Bob Zuhlke, what a wonderful job he did. Hats off to Bob Zuhlke, who came in to manage the team just for this 1976 Bicentennial tournament. Remember to check out Sportsman Z and subscribe. All right. Wow, what a fun game. White Sox win. Thank you. And I'd like to thank everyone who was in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, and everyone who watched and will watch later. So thank you to Jason Marks, World's Worst Gamer, Brian Hoxie, Joel Horland 20, Alternate History 100, John Wise, Cutter Historical, World's Worst Gamer, Midlife Crisis, Legend Sports Universe, Beatles Eternally, Doug Hunt, Captain Carl 8, Mike Terranova, SOM 76, Brian Hoxie, I think I said that already, but I'm not sure, Philip Reynolds, continue to scroll up. We had a lively chat. Sports Time Machine. I think we got everybody. So thank you very much again for those who jumped in the chat, for those who watch and will watch later. All right. If you enjoyed the stream, please smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Come back where everybody knows your name and they're glad you came. Be a member of the FOC. It costs you nothing but a subscription, which is free. How do you become a member of the FOC? Well, you become friend of the channel and friend of the community. So you friends of the channel, friends of the community. You sub, like, share me, as well as many other community members, such as Alternate History 100, Cutter Historical, Sports Time Machine, Legend Sports Universe, and many, many others. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Make sure you come back for Game 3, the deciding game. Cinderella continue at the ball, or will the clock strike 12 on the 1976 White Sox? Wilbur Wood versus Doug Bird. Will the bird be the word, or will the knuckler be darting and diving? Thank you. God bless. I love you all. You know what's coming, folks. Yes, the deciding game 3 in Kansas City. And peace.